quickly extinguished in my mind because I then turned around and you know who I saw? Who? And this isn't a joke.
Who?
Esther Rolle.
Get out of here!
Swear to God.
You saw Esther Rolle today.
I saw from Good Times.
Yeah.
I saw Florida from Good Times. Esther Rolle.
Uh-huh.
And that image just, woof, that'll cure anything on it. I could tell from the pack of hot dogs she had stapled to the back of her neck. She had that big inner tube neck. You notice that? James! Now, JJ, well, you're in trouble again. James! My God, James. Got to get Junior in shape. He's falling in with the wrong crowd again. James!
That's pretty much all she said on that show, I do believe.
James! Junior! Yeah, but I saw her. I did.
Yeah, and Florida, right?
That was her name, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wait, who's the daughter? The hot one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, why do you do this? Now I got to
Thelma?
Thelma. Oh,
right?
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Wait, she was the first girl I saw naked in Playboy, right?
Does anyone else remember this?
Thelma, right? The hot...
Yeah, she was. She did pose in Playboy.
Thank you.
In the post-Good Times years.
Well, I was just a little fidget. I was like 12 or so, or 13. I went to my stationery store and I stole my first Playboy.
Congrats.
And she was the centerfold.
Wow, really?
Yes. I totally remember this.
That was the first centerfold you...
First centerfold, first Playboy I ever got, which I stole. And that Playboy stayed in the woods for months months. That's what we used to months. All my friends got a peek.
When you built your tree fort, right?
Yeah.
Like, as kids, your money, your currency, was Playboy.
Sure.
Pretty much, in the woods. You'd climb up to your tree fort with your pals and thumb through Playboys that you'd either find or steal from your friend's dad.
Playboy, when we were growing up, was like gold.
It was cold, hard cash.
I hung out with this one kid just because we knew where his father's Playboy stash was in the house. That was the only reason I was friends with this guy, and I'll admit it here on the radio.
No, my first Playboy centerfold was?
Oh.
Barbie Benton.
Oh!
Remember the Barbie Benton shot in front of the pinball machine at Hef's Playboy mansion?
Like it was yesterday. I totally remember that spread.
Let me do the breath. But that was the thing when you were a kid, man. You'd be walking through the woods, walking home from school. What do you want to do today after school? I don't know. What do you want to do? I guess, we'll burn some Army Man and make that sound. Yeah, that sounds cool. Pile of leaves. What's that?
What's on the leaves?
What's... Oh, man! Look at what... Hey, it was like a scene out of one of those old oil movies in Texas when... She's a gusher! You just find him, and it was like, oh, man! And it didn't matter what you had planned, what you were doing. You sat there for hours and hours and hours, thumbing through them.
We got a big piece of plywood, and we put our stash under the plywood so it would stay longer in the woods.
Sometimes it would be ravaged by a rival tree fort gang.
And then you'd have to have the rock fight.
Yeah, and then you'd have to have your rock fight. Well, they'd all start off as dirt bomb fights over the fence. I'm going to get you. Until you heard that dreadful... And then what do you do? In all your mercy, run! Run! And you'd run home and hide until the phone rang.
Praying.
And you know.
No.
He did? He was? You're listening. Oh, no. Okay, we'll take care of this. Thank you. I'm sorry. No, we'll pay for the bill. Who threw a rock at the Johnson child? It wasn't me.
Deny.
Deny. Oh, God, that brings me back.
Going back down memory lane just because you saw Esther Rolle. Started with Esther Rolle and we ended up with rock fights.
Same!
I don't get it, but all right. You got something for the show, give us a call, or you can fax us, 212-957-WNEW.
And then who was the sister? What was the sister's name in that?
Well, Thelma, who was
Thelma,
great.
who was the hot black chick at the time.
Well, it was one of my greatest faux pas ever.
Oh, that's right.
I once said that I whacked off to Florida.
To Florida on Good Times.
But you want to put your dick between her neck rolls?
Those big, fat neck rolls. I was just...
I was just a kid, and I went to the stationery store in Centerport.
Same.
I made believe I was buying like baseball cards and a pack of gum, and then I kind of casually went to where the card section was, looking at the cards, and then I'm kind of peeking at the mirrors to see where the clerk was. And then the clerk decided he had to go in the back. I was the only one in the store. He finally went into the back, ran over to the Playboy section, stole the Playboy, and Thelma was featured, not Florida.
Playboy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, did she do Playboy?
Yes.
I would love to see that because I haven't seen that in who knows 20.
Oh, forget
what?
about
It's
it.
got to
though.
be 30 years. What?
Yeah, but between the
20
legs. Ooh.
When did that come out? In 80?
Like JJ's head.
Maybe 25 years. I was just a kid.
She was beautiful, right?
And I stole it and I had it in the woods for months. And I used to take little trips up to the woods, making believe I was going to the tree fort, and I took a little detour to my Playboy.
Little jungle fever for Opie.
I had it in plastic bags and everything. It was like gold.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I couldn't have been more than 12 years old. 13 maybe. And this thing was gold. And I constantly had it in like garbage bags and stuff, and I was trying to keep it dry as best as I could because I was too scared to have it in the house. And I remember she had a big black 70s Earth Mama muff.
It was just a huge, thatch.
Can we find that picture? I would love to look at that. I'm sure. It would bring me right back to my childhood because it was all about Thelma, Anthony. But I once, I told this story in the past, and I said, I once whacked off to Florida. And that was like a 15-minute bit that ensued.
And I think Good Times was actually a good show. I mean, like, John Amos was phenomenal. The guy's a great actor. And
What an angry man.
Oh.
What an angry black man he was in that show.
Great. It was about a family struggling, whatever, a good show. But it's like, don't